Policy-based container networking using Contiv. Contiv Network is a new open-source tool for doing policy-based management of network containers. This video demonstrates using Contiv Network to set up a simple policy-based container network in a virtual development environment. Note: this video refers to the Contiv Network utility and its corresponding source directory as net plugin. This was a working name during development and will be replaced in a code update with Contiv Network. Prerequisites: set up the Vagrant development environment as demonstrated in Video 1, getting started with Contiv networking. Log into Node 1 as shown at the end of Video 1. Use the Contiv Network utility to create a network. Use Docker to create a container named Web on the new network. Docker will automatically download the container image if it's not already stored locally. On Node 2, create a container named DB. On Node 1, log into the web container by using Docker to execute an interactive bash shell. Demonstrate connectivity between the two containers by pinging DB from web. Exit from the container. Use the Contiv Network utility to create a network access policy called prod_web. Add 3 rules to the policy that deny TCP connections on all ports except 80 and 443. Examine the policy rules. Create an endpoint group called Web. Create a new container attached to the endpoint group. Examine the container process on Node 1. Find the Web2 container's IP address, then test that the policy is implemented on the group's nodes. First, log into the new container. Use the netcat command to create a process to listen on the container's port 80. On container DB, connect to a range of ports on the new container that includes port 80. Because the access policy applies to the new container, only the connection to port 80 succeeds. The other connections are denied.